Hello and welcome. Welcome in to Tammy Loves Vintage. I have some things to share with you guys. I know a lot of my regular followers enjoy seeing the things that I pick up when I've been antique shopping, and Julie and I had a big day in Hartville, Ohio. I had never been there before. I didn't even know what we were doing. She messaged me and said, do you want to go with me tomorrow? And she sent a flyer or whatever. And so I thought it was like an event or something. Of course, I'm like, yeah, yes. What time are you picking me up? What time are we going? So then I went back and looked when my husband said, where are you going? And it's Hartville, which I know I told you guys that yesterday. And then, I thought it was like an outside event, something like that happening. But no, they just have like a bunch of stores. We went to, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We did at least 9 stops, could be more, but we did at least 9 stops. A couple of stops we didn't get anything, so I told her we'll tuck that. I don't think it would be a trip that we would take, you know, more than once a year probably. And she had like this little map of all the shops. They called it the trail, antiquing trail or something. And so I said, well, you need to, you know, take a couple of these off so we don't waste our time stopping, because it just wasn't what we were, you know, shopping for. One was kind of like furniture-ish, very nice, but yeah. So there were a couple that we didn't get anything, but pretty much everywhere we went, you know, I got stuff. Of course, I shopped for myself and for crafting and for, you know, selling to you guys, and she was kind of just shopping for herself. So anyway, I think I'm going to do this right here so I don't knock it over. But we went to a little store. Oh, and there's no name on the receipt, so I can't tell you what it was called. That's too bad. And I found this really cute lamp, like the one that I bought. And so I got this for one of you guys. And to put buttons in, so I'll go ahead and fill it with buttons, and it's adorable. It's just so sweet. And when I saw just a little one, like usually they're great big, and I had never seen a small one, and so I bought the first one that I found. This is the second one that I found, so I grabbed it up to share. So I got that, and I just don't want to break it. And then this is so silly. Julie looked at it, walked right on past it, didn't think a thing of it. And I walked over like, oh, and I am so excited about this stupid little jar of pins of all things. It's a little jar of pins. It's a glass jar. And the pins are kind of vintage looking. They're older. They're all kind of, you can see they're just a little dirty, whatever. But I loved it. And so I'm not sure exactly what I'll do with it. You know what? I picked up these, I'm getting ahead of myself, but I could, you know, do up something like that and maybe just like a short skirt around. I don't know what I'm going to do yet with it, but I'm at least going to put a little, you know me, put a little bow on the side and maybe some little something on the top. I don't know, but I love the little jar. I'm not crazy I mean, the black lid goes with it's totally my colors, my style, but I thought it was super cool. So this particular booth had like all of these bottles and jars, and everything they had, you had one similar. Oh, hi, Esther. And you never thought about that? Tara at Sweetwater Trading is the one that got me thinking about doing that. Let me see here. I bought some buttons today, so I'll show you what it looks like. I bought a little teeny tiny bag. Buttons are so hard to come by that are old, you know, that are old. Julie bought a little bag of glass buttons. I'm like, gee whiz, I just sold them and mailed them out yesterday, or that might have been one out in the box this morning. Oops, that one's not going to fit. Okay, fine. These are all nice little buttons. So let's just see. I'm going to show you what it looks. I probably shouldn't waste our time doing this. Oh, but it's so cute. And Esther hasn't seen it, so we're going to show Esther what this looks like, because it's so cute. Maybe one of you guys have a little one like this. So I would take well, I probably won't, since it's not for me, but when it was for me, I took the wick out completely because I'm never gonna burn it. And you can always buy a wick if you want to put one in there. Okay. Oh, I need the top. What did I do? Here it is. How cute is that? It's the perfect amount of buttons. So anyway, Tara at Sweetwater Trading had this idea, and it's super cute. And so I have one like that sitting in my cabinet, and I love it. Build up buttons on top. I've done that. Let's see. Where's my? Oh, here they are. Neat idea. Yeah, I love the buttons in there. It was such a cute idea. I thought so too. Build up buttons on top. I've done that. Oh, put the buttons in the top too. I'll have to see what that looks like. I have another similar to use. Hi, everybody. Oh, yes, I do need to go to round top for sure. Hi, everybody. I'm seeing all of your highs. Okay, hi, everybody. All right, so let's keep rolling. So then, so we can get this out of the way. There's my pins, but their bottles had everything you could think of in them, but that was my favorite thing. And then I bought this bottle. It needs to run through the dishwasher to see if I can make it any better, but we thought it might be cute with a transfer on the front, and it's just a sweet little shape. So I bought that bottle. Hi, Marilyn. And then this bottle was silly expensive. It was $15. But look at it. And after I did that blue, Milk of Magnesia, like this is the perfect size for one of the transfers or for a postcard lady or something. But look how pretty that is. So I splurged on this just because I thought it was awesome. The only problem is going to be the opening is that teeny tiny hole. But I did splurge on this blue bottle because I thought it was really unique. Okay, so then we stopped at, I'm going to throw this bag away. We stopped at a yard sale on our way up. It was the best yard sale ever. I got some linens, and in the linens was these they had a lot of like little ones, which I love because we do a lot of flower work with these in the group and the plaster work. So I was excited to find these and these that can be cut to do the flower work and the plaster work. So anyway, got some linens, and then they had some books, and I just thought, I like to have books like with old, like the old browned pages, and then I can decorate the front, do it all up pretty. So just a project. And then this one here was a project as well. It was just nice shape. And so it's an ugly book, but it'll be beautiful when I'm done with it. I guarantee ya. At least I think it will. And then this one was Pranks for Playtimes. And it's a mess. It's falling apart. But look how browned it is, and look at the pictures in it to work with. Beautiful, like look at that one. So for framing and doing things like that, I thought the pictures were beautiful, and then there's some just browned. Look at her. So I got that for that. So just, when I show you guys these things, it's to give you ideas or let you see what I'm thinking before I even do anything. Yeah, so... Okay, and then I never buy furniture anymore, but I found this, and I thought it was it's rounded in the front, the drawer opens super easy, the cabinet door opens super easy, and it was $15. And at the little house, if we end up going there, Randy needs a side table by the bed that's small, because the one we have in the room is too big, there's not room, so it's perfect. So I thought, what a fun, that's what Julie's like, oh my gosh, we can have a lot of fun making that over. So anyway, that was yard sale. Then I'm not doing them in order. I just went ahead and opened everything up so that you guys didn't have to wait on that part. Okay, so then we went to this thrift store. It was a humongous thrift store, and we were like, let's see, I can tell you what it was called. It was packed. The parking lot was packed. We got like the very last spot. It was called Hartville Thrift Shop. And I spent $13.95. Woohoo! I didn't find a whole lot. It looks like I did, but I didn't really. I found 3 doilies that I like. This one was super sweet. So I found 3 doilies. And then that's that's really about it on the doilies. I didn't have a whole lot of luck. We found this thing that I thought we could redo. It was 50 cents. And I thought we could do, you know, use it for a, you know, a picture or a base or something. It's a project piece. We don't know what. I don't know what. But for 50 cents, I'll push it around for a while. And then they had these canvas, this size of burlap, and then they had this size in burlap. And so I picked up all of the little ones, and then they had a huge box full of these for $1 a piece. So I got these for future projects, and Julie's like, you know, burlap's out. And she's like, did you see them? And I said, yeah, I saw them. And I had one of these in my cart, and I didn't get any big ones. And she's like, you know, you could paint that burlap and it would be really great texture. And I thought, yeah, you're right. And as much as I love doing assemblages, when I initially spotted this one, I thought, well, if I remember, I'll go back around and maybe it might be neat to kind of stack them somehow and make, like, you know, put something down here coming around and then something else up here. I don't know. Future projects, but they were $1 a piece. So, you know, you're not out that much when you're, you know, for $1. And then she found these, and she was like, she got herself a box and I got a box. The boxes were $1. There's one box left, so if you guys live up there, you can get it. But they're little flat ornaments. So we'll do something with those when it gets closer to Christmas. Connecticut gold foil transfers were stunning. Is that the new IOD ones? Well, hi Terry. Well, we're thinking of, like, you know how the girls went wild with all the burlap for weddings. At least here in where we live, burlap was like, we burlapped everything we could burlap, and now it's not so much. I still have burlap ribbon. I still have burlap things because I like the texture of it. I love shredding them and all of that stuff. But yeah, for us, it's not that it's out, it's that we are over it. Maybe that's what it is. So I still dabble with it, but I don't think Julie does anything with it at all. I heard Michelle at the Vintage Daisy, I hate burlap, you know. So that's where that comment's coming from. But if you know, and my house isn't rustic either, so it doesn't, you know, we made the burlap work because we loved it. I did find this lace. It's not great, but it was at the thrift store, so I grabbed it. So I guess I did find that. Okay, and then these were pretty cool. These were buttons that were covered with fabric. So I grabbed those because the color's right for a project. And then they had one roll of really, really old seam binding. I know that's a color, you guys, don't fall over. Yes, I bought it, and I don't even know how much. It looked like there was a few rounds on this roll. It was 50 cents, which is a, you know, really good deal. I don't know how much is on here. I'll take it apart. Well, I could take it apart. Yeah, it's not French. There's nothing awesome, like brand wise, like that other that I showed you yesterday or whatever. You love the, I do. I love the texture too. That's exactly what we said when she said you could paint it. I thought, you know what? You're right. I could paint it. It is fabulous texture, especially when you, you know, rip it up. It's great. So let's see. Yeah, I got this much for 50 cents, which is about all I need of purple, right? So I'll do the wrinkling and I won't stain it, but I'll get the wrinkling done to that. And that's another thing. So many of you guys have been asking me how to wrinkle the seam binding. And I ordered several rolls online, and when I get them and start messing with them, I could do another video, but there's so many videos over on my YouTube channel. If you guys just go to YouTube and type in Tammy Loves Vintage, and then there's a search bar. Well, not on my phone, or I'd show you. There's a search bar underneath the main YouTube search bar. There's one inside my little channel, and you can search through my videos. And if you type in seam binding, you're going to find out how to wrinkle it and wring it out. I've been doing it for years, so I talked a lot about it. And then also how to stain it. You know, we've talked about that too. So if you don't want to wait on me to do one, you're welcome to go over there and search. And then we found these little buttons. They are silk covered snaps. They're called silk covered snaps. They were 30 cents and there were 3 of them. So I thought they were kind of neat to add to a project. That's what they look like. So it's like kind of just a play on a button, right? Not a button. Bleaching the, oh no. It would. I have done stuff like that, but I think I've got enough purple postcards and purple millinery flowers that I needed some purple. I actually ordered some more lavender color, but I think it's kind of nice to have some colors. So yes, I ordered some colors. So, okay. But yeah, you can bleach it, sure. Okay, and then this was 50 cents. I asked Randy if you could sharpen scissors on me. Who knows if this thing works or not, but we thought it was red. It had red in it, and I have a couple projects upstairs with reds, so I thought maybe I could do that. And then I was reading what it was, and it's a scissor sharpener, so I don't really know how to do it. Let's see, does it say? Yeah, draw scissors across bar with slow, firm strokes as if cutting the bar. Oh. So, oh yeah, so you put one in each hole. Ooh, that's awkward. But that's how they, yeah, looks like it's not falling apart. Anyway, we'll mess around. See, but it'll probably get attached to a project because it has the look. There's a thing, we call it the look. So, and then the last thing that I bought was a zipper. I was just thinking, you know, I have some black lace. I have some ladies with black on them. Here was my idea. Not necessarily on the burlap, but on any kind of a board, just on some kind of a surface. But I thought, you know, just to run the zipper. It didn't have the handle part of the zipper, but I just thought it was an interesting element. You see that? I thought it was kind of an interesting element to add. And then if you have like a pretty lady over here in a black seam binding and some buttons in a puddle or whatever, that was my thinking with the zipper. Okay. I know, wackadoodle, but you know, sometimes these things come. Hey, Deb. Hey, Kim. Hey, Kathy. Sometimes these things just come together and you have to see it in your head and then make it happen. That's what was happening with that. So, okay, this store was called Uniontown Antique Shop. Oh, we were in Uniontown. I didn't even realize she wanted to go to Uniontown. We must have done that. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, thanks. So, in this particular store, I found a couple of knobs, which are always great for bottles. And then I got this little tiny perfume bottle. Now it's gonna be awful getting rid of the perfume that's in it, but I'm gonna dump out the perfume and clean it. I think I'll get rid of this little top and stick a flower on it, but I'm really loving attaching bottles. I've just done a couple, and I have a couple more that I've purchased. And so today I went wild buying little bottles when I could find them under $5. Everything's so expensive. So you see what I mean? And then add a little, like if I put a little black flower in there, you have to imagine, like I've got the perfect thing in mind. Let me see. Oh, even those would be great. Like, look at her. She would be great. What I had in mind was this lady. I'm still here. Let me see if I can find her. Let me see if I can find her. It's not her. No, she's got red. I know exactly the one that I want. I'll probably never find her. I should just show you that one and be quiet. But I want you to see the one I'm thinking. I guess I don't want to spoil it either. I guess I could wait. See if I can find it here. No, it's not her. It could be either one of these two too. These aren't them, but okay. Here's 3 options. All right, here's 3 options. Kind of like this first one though. Look. So you would put like a picture like that, put the little bottle, put a black flower, my little seam binding here, a little seam binding bow in black. See, it just goes. And I was thinking these, but they're almost too white, aren't they? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, it'll come together when I paper plate it up. You know how I do my paper plate projects. So that's going to be a paper plate project that's kind of already laid out. I just got to get the right person, the right lady. And then this could be for anything, but it's a super old. So this is way out of the I'll give you a link for just the cream that I mostly use, and then we stain that, leave some, stain it medium, stain it really dark, and then you've got 3 different shades of a neutral, and that's what I use. So this will go downstairs with my fishing stuff, even though it's probably just some guy kept his string this way. When you put it with my old fishing stuff, it's got the look. It screams the look. And I talked about this the other day. Oh, here comes the sun. I cannot go live at 8 o'clock. If you go to YouTube and type in nautical, you will see a tour of my basement and the fishing stuff. And I had a really good Wi-Fi, strong that day. So anyway, that will make sense to you. So that's a keeper. And the other reason I got it, like there's this guy up in Springfield that sells stuff like that, but they're always very, Carpenter line, is that what it is? But he's always super expensive, and I'm sure it will be in those videos. And that will lay really well, and it was only $5, so I had to get it. So I found one hat with little flowers. I did not need another hat with flowers, but this one had some velvet flowers, which I absolutely love the velvet. We do our own velvet in the group, making our own flowers. And we've learned from Jimmy Swift how to paint them and make them like pansies, and they're amazing. And so, yeah, look, it had big ones. It was $10. So it was a great hat. Yeah. So, okay. So there's that. That was all from that Uniontown place. What is it called? Uniontown Antique Shop. That's what I got there. Okay. Then here's another shop. This was, we ran through this one. And I mean, we literally ran, like I didn't even let her wrap the stuff. This one is from, where's my glasses? This one, oh, they're on my head. Who does that, right? This one was from Hartville Mercantile. Okay, Hartville Mercantile. Okay, we literally ran. Okay, I found a little bottle, cute little worded bottle, $5. Hate that they're that much, but they are what they are. I found this for $5, which is going to be a great bottle top. Oh, I'm not going to mess with screwing that in, but that'll be a great bottle top. It's a little bit broken around the bottom, but it's fine. I'll wrap a bow around it and it'll be fine. That'll make a great bottle top. Actually, that might, well, in theory, let's see. Okay, I need to keep the washer and the nut. I was going to say it might fit in that hole in this little, yeah. It's too big. It doesn't work. That's why I said in theory it's a great idea, but I need something little that fits in that little hole. But yeah, it's just too big. But see what a great topper it's going to be? Super interesting. Like, the doorknobs is another, but I won't be able to use, if it had the stick, I think the stick is too thick to fit. But yeah, okay. So you guys get where I'm coming from. You almost missed me, Jan. Okay, so there's this. Well, I'm glad you didn't. There's always the replay. It's okay. But yeah, I found, actually in my purse, I found a rusty washer in the parking lot. Julie's like, treasure! Oh yeah, grab that up. So yeah, I'll keep those, because sometimes, like on a bottle like this, if I put something in and it's wobbly wonky and there's not a lot to glue it to, I can put a washer like this on top and it flattens it, gives it more surface to grab, so I get bigger wash. So yeah, Always look down when you're walking, and if you see something rusty, pick it up because it's free. You like the blue bottle? Isn't that different? Kind of has the shape of a guitar, you know, in a way, or a bass something. I don't know. It was very pretty. Again, Julie spotted that. Okay. And then I got some needle keeps. I got this one. I love, this one's my favorite, probably, because it's my colors. I got that. And then I tried to watch for buttons on cards like all day long. I was trying to find that kind of stuff. Your husband laughs at you while you tell him I do too. Don't you find the best things sometimes in the parking lots? So these are glass buttons on cards. On cards. So back to that girl, like if I put the postcard over, well, she's right here. Oh, it's like this one. Like, see, I could do like angle it somehow. You know what I mean? I can make it work. Or this one, you know, something like that. I don't know. I can get it in. I can get it in. If something shows, I can cover it with another button or a little tiny bow or whatever. So I always watch for these cards. I don't like when they're colors so much, but sometimes the colors work great. The colors play on to your project. Like if I had a burgundy project, this would just give me one more element, like I was talking about with the scissor sharpener, and I don't know, there was something else with color, the purple ribbon, you know, it just helped. That stuff helps build all of your bits and pieces to make it all make sense for like assemblages. Okay, let's see what else is in here. I stuffed everything in this bag because she was taking her sweet time, right? She was adorable. But in this one, look at this cute bottle. Again, another $5, but how awesome. How awesome. So loved finding all these little, you know, I've always walked past. I might have bought a couple, but yeah, I've always walked past. Okay. Oh, here's one more bag. Oh, this was just a bag of little rusty things. There was a lot of little bags of rusty things, and I might have bought a couple, but I know I bought this one. This one looks dangerous with all the sharp points, but I picked up this one. I think it was $2 or $3. So I bought that. Kind of weird, but there might be something I need something like that for. I don't know. $2, you know, $3. Whatever. It'll go in my antique pile. A really cool thing, as I was checking out, Julie found this. So let me see if the strings are still attached. I didn't even know. So some lady, I assume it was a lady, was making this. Okay, she was making this. She's not finished. She didn't get it finished. Here is her pattern. It says $24. English Lace Makers Bobbins, $24. Oh, it says $24 each. I didn't have to pay that much. Yeah, but this is the address on this is London. Antique Lace Makers Bobbins from England, various woods and styles. So this card was in there. And then look, do you guys remember when I posted the picture how they use these things and they go real fast and back and forth and all that stuff? This is what that is. And they've got the string on them and everything. I was like, oh my gosh, look at this one. It's got the prism. It's got a prism hanging. Oh, I thought they were just, in this one, I don't know. They probably have to put different ones on the ends so they know which one's going where or whatever. But they all have little things, little glass. They're all glass beads. This one didn't have anything hanging, but I can hang something. And they're all like different. And so if you didn't see that, gosh, yes, lace making bobbins. Yes, lace bobbins. And so when you see stuff like this, you think, oh, nobody made that. I posted a video of a person making this, and they lay these bobbins down and just start shuffling them. And one of you girls, look at me, one of our followers can do this. I can't remember who it was, but she was talking about it. And she said, oh, I know how to do that. I'm like, are you kidding me? So yeah, so I thought aren't those cool to add to my collection of interesting things. Yeah, I thought that was really, really awesome. I was checking out and Julie's like, did you see these? I'm like, no, I didn't. Throw them up here. I gotta have them. I'm gonna sit down. Okay, so the next place, I didn't get a, oh yes, let's see. Yeah, this is from, oh yeah, this is from Angelique's Vintiques in Hartville. Okay, Angelique's Vintiques was a really nice mall, and they were so sweet. Her and a fellow were working, and so helpful, and we really enjoyed visiting with them, and now they're following us. So hello, Angelique's Vintiques. If you are watching, she is a Instagram and a YouTube, or Instagram and a Facebook lady. And so she could very well be on here, but her store was well worth going. I probably bought the most, I would say, at her store. So one of my favorite things that I got, so the older ladies, oh my gosh, what a dream. So this comes out, and I want it to stay in, so I didn't cut the string. The string is there to keep it from coming out, but look at what a great, for me, a little base of a vignette. I've done one other one of these, and I think I glued a doorknob to it, which I wouldn't have to on this one. But yeah, you know, so just to give you guys ideas, because you can find these. And anyway, I just thought that was so unique. So I've got to figure out, like, how can I get that in here where it lays flat? I don't know. I'll probably have to get it where it's just showing and dump some E6000 and, you know, let it rest overnight to hold it. But I think this will be a super great assemblage. I don't know what I would set on it per se. I don't know. Maybe just a flower arrangement even, and a couple little, I don't know what. I don't know. But anyway, this was a treasure. These, I saw these and I didn't get them. Then Julie came through the booth and she's like, did you see these? I'm like, okay, give them here. I have a few of these, but again, a silly, fun, weird thing, you know, to put on for hardware, for unique hardware on your project. Are these, like, I think they're like pantyhose, or not pantyhose, but hose straps. Not the, before we had panties. A pantyhose built in, but to glue this down again, like with her, you know, and the zipper, and I don't know. I know it's weird. That's why I kind of passed, and I'm like, yeah, I've got some of them, and I just think they're really neat. So, and it's different. So maybe instead of a ribbon or a bow on something, we'll do, yes, garters. That's right, garters, a garter belt. So they're the hooks on a garter belt. And then they had a bag with zippers. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'd already bought the black zipper. So we're like, okay, maybe. And this zipper was on top. And I really loved the not staggered, but the yuckiness of it. Like the fluffy and texture and all the stringy, whatever. Okay, I love that. And then when I opened the bag, look, it's got snaps. It's got snaps and stuff. So I can probably carefully cut this out without hurting the zipper, and I won't be able to get this side with the hooks, but I can at least get the eye part, because those are really, like, this piece right here with a couple of buttons on it is a great thing to kind of use your tweezers and try and rough it up or sand the edge and kind of make it fuzzy. And then I've got some of these, so I'll probably end up putting some of these in the sale for the girls. But there's a blue one. I'll look up at my paper plate projects. If I have something blue, I might throw that in and see if I can work it in. And then there were several neutrals, so I'll be able to keep, you know, some neutrals. And then there's a pink. I've got a pink project up there. There's another pink, and I might be able to work them all in. I don't know. So I bought some zippers. Silly, totally silly, off the wall. But I got to do different things, or you guys were, you know, I got to be different. That's different. Okay, next store. Let me see. This is the store that I don't know. This is another store I didn't get a slip on, and did I? Oh no, this is the same. This is all that same one I just told you. Yeah, this is all Angelique's. I'm sorry, I had 2 bags of Angelique. Whoops, I had 2 bags of stuff from Angelique's. Okay, let me keep going. I got this treasureful thing. Love, this is a keep for me. I didn't get a whole lot of keeps for me, but I loved the black and white. And the black and white on the handle. It's going to go great in that little cabinet that I show you pictures of all the time. I've got 2, so one or the other. It says Royal Sapphire Ceramics by Clarice Glyph, maybe, made in England. And so it's an English piece. I love it. I don't see any crazing. It may not be super old. I don't think it's old. You can tell from the bottom, you know, like this part, unless the person really cleaned it, you'd have to look it up to see. Oh, you got a wedding dress to take apart, Marilyn. Did you and Julie like? Oh yeah, we totally love the same thing. Yeah, she totally gets it. And she helps me find things, you know, to craft with you guys or come up with ideas and stuff. This was a bag of rusty, very, very rusty hinges. And I think you love the picture. I did too. That was, yeah. Most of the stuff I buy is things for projects, as you can tell, but the picture is one thing I would keep. The lamp with the buttons is another thing, but I already have one, so I don't need it. Yeah, so far. I mean, I'll have to see as I put stuff away. Everything's pretty much things to make stuff with. So I thought these looked like a butterfly. Can you see a butterfly in that? I don't know. I thought they looked like a butterfly, and there were 3 or 4. Oh no, there's only 2 in here. Oh well, there's only 2, but I thought they looked like a butterfly, so I grabbed that. Okay, and then this one is the one that had a bunch of needle keeps. They're okay. You know, like that one's kind of ripped, and a needle keep is they keep their needles in there. So here's this one, beautiful. A lot of colors going on. Beautiful. So I'll have to look at my paper plate projects up there. This one, I have a yellow project, but I don't think it's yellow and blue. So this one might go on. And then there's another one like that. So they were, you couldn't really tell what all was in here, and it was a little packet. But when you open them up, there's needles inside, see? And that was, they would keep their needles. There's all kinds of ways to keep your needles. So there's that. I bought Easter. You guys, you're gonna laugh. You love the needle keeps. I bought this because, you know, those big paper mache eggs that you guys that follow me know, I love doing these. Well, it's super shiny. You can see how shiny. That's got to go. So I will take it out and spray it with chalk clear coat, chalky clear coat. And it will go dead flat, and then it will look more like this. It will look more like this, dead flat. Can you tell the difference in the light? It'll look more dead flat. I don't think you guys can really pick it up, but this is like flat, and this is super shiny. And so the super shiny to me makes it look like Hobby Lobby, you know? You remember your mom had the little, aw, that's so sweet. Anyway, the size of her is just perfect to put inside of the eggs, and I don't have to buy like a humongous giant egg. I think she might have been $10. She might have been $10. Yeah, I've got $15, $15, $10, $20, $10, $20, $5, $4, $10, $3, $4. Yeah, everything was kind of pricey. Yeah, it looks more bisque. Is that what I said? I think I said that. Absolutely love this little guy, and I'm like, how can I make this work? This is Goebel, West Germany. Again, too shiny for me, but I can spray it down with the clear that's less shiny, you know, of flat, chalky. There's a spray. I can link it if you guys want it. Oh, and by the way, let's talk about that for a minute. The last video that I did making the bag, I think that was the last one I did. I don't know. No, I did the flowers last. The one before last, Facebook removed, I want to say 6 of my comments to you guys. One gal was in, is it Burl, the storm, and had no power for several days. And I was telling her, you know, I was so sorry, and that had happened to me before. and whatever, and they removed it. I broke a law, so they took it away. So if you were reading them, they said that message is gone. And then there were 5 or 6 of you that I gave links to, and they said I was posting, I had copied and pasted. So as I was going through, you know, I was just paste. And it took off several and said that I did too many. And so it removed those. So if you were asking for a link on that video, honestly, scroll through the comments really fast, because when I do a link for you guys, they pop up with a little picture. So you can be like, oh, there's that paper she was talking about. And you can just click the link from where I commented to somebody else, because Facebook does not like me to share. They don't like you to share comments because it sends you outside, which I get it. I totally get it. But so I just want you guys to know, everyone that asked for a link, I did give you a link, but Facebook didn't like me doing that. They said I posted too many too fast. And I've heard some girls say they don't like links, and they really, really don't. So I just want you to know, it used to be I would go in and comment on 100 people a day, and I can't do more, or then it lets me not be able to comment for another whole day or two. So now I just at least hit the like or the love, so you guys know that I saw your comment. Like Janet said it was so cute, and Glenda said good evening. Hi, Glenda. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I was just telling her that I was sorry for her, and that same thing had happened to us years ago, and how awful, how awful it was. I can't remember what all I said, but I was just feeling bad for her, and I went against something. I don't know what. Anyway, isn't he the cutest? I just absolutely love this. It was $10. It was worth it. I will do an Easter egg, one of the paper mache eggs, because usually we look for taller ones like this, because see how well that's going to sit up in an egg. I'm going to lay my egg this way and put him in. Oh, I can't wait to do that. I'll forget about it by Easter, and they'll open up and I'll be all excited again. It'll be like a new surprise. So, and then you girls in the group, I showed you, you were asking me, okay, so everybody else, just give me a minute with my group of girls. I found this lamp. This was a lamp. There was a little light that would go down in here and the bulb would shine. And I found this metal thing, and then I added a spring going around. And I never did anything with her other than add a little bit of, I added a bow here and a bow here. And then I added some of those little, okay, everybody listen, these little itty bitty tie-ons. Remember I told you to do two-sided ones. So this is where I would have where I used a two-sided one. And anyway, so the girls were like, they want to make one of these, and was like, I want you to come up with a project where you can make this. I'm like, oh, how am I going to do that? So then, in looking around and all that, I think some of them might have sent me some ideas to help me out, because I'm like, crap, I don't know. We came up with this idea where I used a spring. One of my followers, Carolyn, sent me springs. They were real tall, and I cut them in half. And then we made like the wire to look like, a hoop skirt. See the wires? And then, so this was one of our projects in the group. Okay. And she was not the right kind of head, but she was all that I had. So I made her work. She wasn't the right. What you need for them is this kind, which is on the other one, where there's little holes at the bottom. Okay. And like these are like dresser brushes, powder, where you brush the powder off. Let me get rid of this. So anyway, I found 4. So I'll be able to, I found 4, but let me show you. So I found her. So these are for the girls in the group when I have a sale. There's that one and that one. And this one, she's pretty cool. Like flapper style, I guess. I think that's what that would be. Okay, I'm going to lay these things down because I'm afraid I'm going to break it. And then they had her. She was intriguing to me. I think her arms are maybe a little bit long, and I see they're hooked together. So I could probably get up in there with maybe some tweezers. I don't know. She was intriguing. Julie didn't see it. She wasn't feeling it. She was the other one. I don't think she, I don't know if she's on here, but yeah, she wasn't like, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I'll be able to get that and pull them down. They have strung these together. So this is like one, but oh, here, let's just do it this way. This will be fine. But yeah, so see, as I pushed it in, it came out over here. So we'll get the arms the appropriate length. But I thought, how fun to dress her and to give her, like, use our pretty lace and to make sleeves and to make a, like, you know, a neckline collar and do a bow in her hair. And I don't know what we'll do down here. Maybe I'll make another spring thing. I don't know. But I thought she would be a fun project. Probably like her because she's not as shiny. Oh, sure, Rebecca, anytime you can get in. So she's not as shiny as these other ones. So I showed you that before, how that makes such a difference to me with the shine. It just makes it feel older. Even if it isn't, it makes it feel older. Okay, and then I got 3 more things from this store. I told you I got a lot at this store. So these are, hi, Michelle. Mona, I need a blonde and a red-haired one for your granddaughters. Oh, well, no, these are gray, and she's got red. See, she's got red under her hat, but these 2 are gray. Oh, this one's kind of blondish. This one's gray for, yeah, this one's kind of blonde. Maybe you could paint it. What did you say you need? Oh, a blonde and a red. So yeah, you can do this one and this one. Or, I mean, you're welcome to do this one. I know you do a great job, Mona, but you have to share it with the group. So, okay, I've never seen these in the wild, like out, and I found old pipe cleaners. So I have the new pipe cleaners, and I have the bumps, and I have old ones and new ones, but these are super skinny. So when we do our cotton spun, you know, again, a group thing, I've done some cotton spun over here. You can go to, okay, that's just, if you're like, what's she talking about now? Go to YouTube, go to Tammy Loves Vintage, drop down from the main search bar after you type in Tammy Loves Vintage and you find it. Drop down, there's another little search bar, and type in cotton spun, and you're going to get some Santas. You're going to get, and type in pipe cleaner. Try both of those, and we can do the little pipe cleaner. But look how tiny. So these are true old pipe cleaners. So I bought 2 packs of the true old stainy, like, love it. Okay. Another thing for me, if you go to YouTube and you want to see the nautical, my collection, I'm sure, I don't remember when I did it, but I'm sure I showed you my compasses. I know I've sold a lot of my collections to you guys in the group because of trying to think about downsizing, but this was such a good one, and it was $20. It should have been, I could see it being 40 to 60, and it was only $20. So it may seem like a lot, but the compasses get a little pricey, but it's a great tie-on for something. Like I would hang this off of a bobber. Right now, they're just like in a little collection, so I have them all laying together. My favorite one, I think, is a parachute one where it pins to your coat, and the face sticks out. So it's like this, so you could look down and see which way you were falling. Very cool. Okay, and then the last thing I got there was this, and I've done these for you guys before, but I thought this was a really cool one. So it didn't have any weights with it, but it's in great shape, and it's all that real heavy, you know. And so I'll do a little vignette either here or in here. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it here and add just a couple pieces over here. I don't know, but I thought I'd do a little thing. I'll have to clean it up. But I thought that would be a fun project. So we're going to do this because it's like cast iron. It's heavy. Okay. Let me see. All right. A favorite, my absolute, this was a cool thing. So we go in this store. It was called One Vintage Lane. And it doesn't have the city. It was called One Vintage Lane, so you'd have to look it up. Oh my gosh, I was breathless in that store. And actually, as I'm shopping, I asked the lady if I could take some pictures for you guys, if she would care. And she's like, no, that's fine. She's like, are you on social media? And I said, yeah. And I'm like, are you, you have your store? And she said, yes, I do. And it's called, you should follow her, Our Vintage Lane. Oh no, One Vintage Lane, O-N-E, One Vintage Lane. And she was on Instagram and Facebook equally. She said everything she posts goes both places. So anyway, I said, oh my gosh, I have to follow. And she's like, well, who are you? And I told her Tammy Loves Vintage. And she's like, oh, I already follow you. She said, oh, you're in my store. I'm like, wow. So that was fun that somebody so far away, it was weird. It was cool. It was fun. We were all laughing about it because she's like, I didn't even recognize you, but yeah. So, okay, at her store, these are the things that I got. So, again, from Tara at, Tara. Why do I go blank sometimes? I just go blank. Sweetwater Trading does a lot of things under cloches, and I finally found a little cloche that I liked. She had one that was a little bit smaller and one that had a knob on it. She had all different ones, but I really liked this one. It was $12, but it kind of like, I don't know if this would fit in there or not. No, but it spotlights what you, oh, let's see if I don't hold my bunny. It kind of spotlights what you put in it. And so I thought it was really awesome. And I thought it was just really cool. So I had actually checked out and was saying goodbye. It's got some bubbles in it. I don't know if it's old or not, but it's got bubbles, and you can't see because I haven't washed it yet. But anyway, I loved this one. I felt like it had some action in the glass and stuff. So you like it, Janet? Thanks, Michelle. Yeah, I thought it was good. And then look, she had these little doilies that are oval. I have never seen an oval doily. And look how they're like yellowed around the edges. And what a great idea. Like, I really like that. So we could take our stain spray, and spray some of our other doilies. I think how cool. Yeah, except the ones she had with the little handle definitely looked like a bell, and I thought that would bug me. So I liked this one that it was smooth. It does have a bell look, but it's very clochey. To me, it's clochey. So I got some more doilies. And then so again, for the group, we're all velvet, which by the way, the group, I finally sat down and did the velvet packages. So I had a request from one of the girls that the girl that bought that fur scale thing. She asked for a package, so I wanted to get that out. So I sat down last night and worked on all of our velvet. So I've got all these little bundles, so they're ready to go for you. I just got to get you a sale. But I'm assuming she was super crafty. Okay, so wait. So, I'm so excited. I can't think of which thing to tell you first. So she, like I said, her store with my bracelet's always upside down. I was telling Julie that it drives me crazy. We were looking around. I'm like, oh man, this is beautiful. And do you care? So I went through and recorded as I viewed the whole store. And I kind of talked and pointed at a few little things, but we were hurrying. Hey, hi, Sharon. Hello. You again. I'm glad you're here. So, anyway, she's like, sure. So I recorded it. So I will edit it or do whatever, and so that I can post it. And she asked me to tag her shop so it would go across her feed and she would see it. And so I thought that was kind of cool. Anyway, super crafty. Wait till you see. You'll be like, yep, I can see why Tammy liked that store. It was just awesome. So she made this flower. So this is different, way different. Jimmy Swift, if you see this is different than the ones you did as well. And how cool to paint down in there and give them all the dimension that you do. Like, wow, right? What a great idea. Now, I don't know, can you buy velvet leaves? I don't know, because look, these have the lines. Like, these are leaves. I don't think she made those, but how did she get her velvet to match that? I don't know. As a maker with a store trying to sell them, I didn't ask her, but I was quite curious, to be honest. They were $5, so I bought one. so that I can at least get the twisting part right and try to make one inspired by her. So yeah, I need to keep that receipt with us so I can remember to shout her out again if I can figure it out. So anyway, I got that. She only had them in brown. And then I thought this was really cool. She had this, it was $6. How do I open this? I've got everything covered with all my postcards in my stash. I can't find my scissors right now. Okay, this was $6, which was, I was a little bit like, I don't know, but it was so good. So I got it. Oh, I don't need my glasses to see. I'll see if you guys can see it. I had never seen an old tape measure like this. Look, I don't, like, see, like the other side's normal, like what you would do by inches. So I thought that was really, like, how cool is that for a stripe on your, I've got several of these to get the color right, but like if we did this, let's see if the color's right. Yeah, like see, there's another idea. And then of course we have to add all of our stuff. You could even make a bow. This one's soft enough, we could actually make a bow out of it. So that's kind of cool. Some of mine, like the ones that are on the website, are stiffer and they're white and black, which I love that. So anyway, I got that from her. And then I got these from her. So I will be getting rid of some of mine. I paid up. So just so you know, they were just under 20. So yeah. So I got several, and it makes me think mine look whiter, so I might trade. I don't know. I'm going to look and see what I have, what numbers I have, if I need any. Do they look good mixed in? I don't know. But these are, yeah, cash register flags. Yes, Susie. Yeah. So, oops, they're backwards. Yeah, they're backwards. I'd have to flip it. But the 50 cents, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I got those from her. And then the last thing that I got from her, we've already kind of discussed this, and I told you guys I was watching all day. Oh, I went out of order because I've got some good ones too. But I got this whole jar from her. I forget how much it was. And she didn't, it's just added up. I don't know how much it was. There's no like descriptions by the numbers, so I don't know. But look, a whole jar full of these. I'm sure I can't use them all. But, oh, and a rusty paper clip. Don't throw those away because you know we do those with the pretty tops, you guys. Oh, wait, where did I have one? Oh, is it English, Betty? I don't know what it is. I'm not sure, but I absolutely love it. So some of these with color I'll have to share and put in my sale. The brown might be a keeper. I'd have to maybe lace something over this to make it work, but there were a few in here that looked keepable. I want to say this was like right around $20. It was probably under that. I wouldn't have gone a whole lot higher than that. But I've got me some cards, and they're old. I think that's what I like. Here's a little thing of stamps. Now listen, sometimes when the colors are like this, I'm like, no. But look what happens. Check the back. Just look how awesome the back is. That's like totally my, again, here we go. Let's go back. Now let's put her on here. You see what I mean? And then you run that tape measure down it or the black zipper. Awesome. So, yeah. So, you know, of course the front. See what I mean when I say no? But that's awesome. And a lot of these cards, well, not these aren't quite old enough, but can we spritz them and make that? Oh, look at the Valentine hearts. Well, I don't want to use my spray because it's out of stock right now, so I had to give you guys a different code. But here, this is a good one. Well, almost. But a lot of times, okay, so this is like, nope, gotta go. But look at this. So the back is super roughed up. So, you know, you put a bow on here, you put a button on here, an old button with a big, well, let's just pretend this is a bow. Well, it's going to be really rough. But pretend it's a bow, and then, you know, you're going to stick that on there, you see. And then, so you got your, I'll try and make that a little bit better. And then you have her going. And so you have some texture you know, oh, that's rough, but hopefully you're creative. You get it. Hopefully you get it. Anyway, but I did see some in here that I thought were usable. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a really good one. So there's a few. And then like, this one's not so neutral, but if I cover it, it's neutral. And then look at this one. This is one that I could see. This is one that I could see. Good, good. That one's not so great. This one's not so great. Look. So again, here's an awesome back. Front, no, I can't use the front, but the back, I can totally dig it, okay? So just giving you guys, I'm just giving you guys ideas creatively, I hope, and showing you how weird I am all at the same time. Oh, thank you. There's lots of hauls like this, again, over on YouTube. If you want ideas and when I see things and I'm shopping and I'm like, ooh, this would be great, go to YouTube. I keep sending you guys, I know, but it's easy to search. And so you could type in shopping, or try antique haul, or Springfield, whatever. Try those words if you don't want to search. Okay, so we went to that store, which I absolutely loved, and it was One Vintage Lane. One Vintage Lane, awesome. Oh yeah, Cindy, I just showed a close-up of that yesterday, but I will. So so we left that store, and I'm like, wow, and we're talking about all the little things that she'd made and how it's just so creative, I can't tell you. Okay, so then we go, the very next store we went to was called Modern Vintage, and it says where the old is new again. And I have to tell you, if you're anywhere near Hartville, Ohio, those two stores, Modern Vintage and One Vintage Lane, were both fabulous. So One Vintage Lane, I didn't get a lot. I was more, it was very weird. You guys are weird too. So, oh, thank you. Yay, Betty. You and me, girl. Cindy, I will. So there I found these two. These are going to be keepers, I'm sorry, but they had the dollar signs. I don't have any with the dollar sign, and that dollar sign just really shows up, right? So I was so excited to find dollar signs. And then they had this one, and I just got it for you guys, and Julie's like, how cool to stick that out of a pumpkin. I'm like, oh, you're right. So I don't know. I might keep this through the fall and see if I can work it. Not a real pumpkin, but and see if I can work it in like with a black ribbon. I don't know if it would make sense that it's old. Maybe I'd have to put another cash register number with it so that I don't know. I'm not sure. That might be a little too far out, but I liked it. I was just torn about the orange. Like, I don't know about the orange. But yeah, I do too, Dee Dee. And then I found another little bottle to add, because I told you guys I really like doing these assemblages. It's not Julie's thing. She doesn't seem as into it as I am. But so here's another keeper. Oh, let me flip you around. Gotta remember how to do this. You know what oh, that's Brighton. I didn't know I could do that. Okay, over here. I need to go over here. Hang on 1 second. Okay, there you go. Now you can, oh gosh, I went dark. Can't fix it. I don't know what happened, but it says Gibson refrigerators. It was an advertisement on a really cool, like the patina and the gold. I really love the gold on it. And I was picturing this. So I'm going to put you back. Okay, I'm going to shut that down. I'm going to try there, and I brightened you back up. I didn't know I could do that. So exciting. But anyway, so when you buy advertising, it's usually a little bit more than what, no, I haven't. No, I haven't. Maybe I need to do that. Is that going to be anywhere near the Sparkle event? I know Chardon's up there. I don't know exactly how far the Sparkle event is going to be from, like that's where my best friend lived in Chagrin Falls, Chardon. We went shopping. I think there's a big mall in Chardon or Chagrin. I can't remember. Years ago, she lived up there, and I would go with her, go up and stay with her. Anyway, so yeah, I love this. I thought to hang in your kitchen, how awesome. So I'm excited about this find. It was $48. So I got that. That was that, and the picture and the dollar sign things are like for me. And I'm sure this bunny is going to end up being for me when I get his egg done. I love him. I wonder if that is from Greenville, Michigan. I don't know. It doesn't, there's no city or anything on it. So I have one stop left. I'm just looking around to make sure. I have one stop left to show you. It was a good, oh, there's no name on it. Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, no name on those slips, so I don't know what store I was in. But this was one of the first ones we stopped at. And I bought a button card. I think they charged $2 or $3 a piece. I loved this one. Now I know it's tattered and rough, but I absolutely loved it. That's the look. That's the look. If you guys aren't into this and you're out and about and you see them for $1, $2 max, we better be good, right? Yeah, feel free to pick it up for me and be my private shopper, and I'll pay you back. Because yeah, I love them. Let's see, what's this? I was just digging in that box. I saw this. I saw this. Yeah. Anyway, so love, 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 love that. So I got these 2 cards. Oh, is this their business card? Oh no, it's another. I got this just because it was neutral. It's okay. And I bought this one because it's the right shade of green to go with some of my greenery green kind of things. Yeah, it's got the look, Susie. Hi, Luann. So, and then again, if you flip it and look at the back, it's got a cool look. You'd have to work it in and push it back with things around and on top to where your eye just kind of catches like, what is that? But this is workable on the back. But I thought, you know, if I did a postcard, let's see, since they're still laying here, keep her separate. She goes in a different slot. But like, let's see if I can quickly find one that would kind of. Here's the one I was looking for with the black and white. That was the one I was looking for. She's too white. I can see that. She's too white. But that was the one I had in my mind. Oh, here's a green. Oh, but the greens clash. But let's see. This might. Well, the greens clash, but it gives you the idea. You kind of can get it. But like so. This again, if I can work in there and kind of cover up that rippiness somehow, maybe sideways, maybe take one button off there and lay it in. I know that the color's wrong, maybe like that, I don't know, and put a little fluff of something here. I don't know, we can figure it out. We'll figure it out. Just getting on, Cynthia. Well, you can always catch the replay because I'm at my last stop. So oh, here's another keeper, at least for a while. I don't remember how much this was either, but I hate when they rip the tags off. I just hate it. The antique malls rip the tags off, and they wrap everything like in paper, so it takes forever to open. The last haul that I did with you guys, I opened as I went, because things, when you're at Springfield, they just stuff them in a bag, and there you go, lady. See ya. Anyway, look at this little, I think it's enamel wear. I'm not 100%, don't you think? I'm pretty sure it is. But look at that handle. Is that not crazy awesome? So I'm going to do a little greenery, whatever, kind of like we did yesterday in something like this. I did find some goodies. So yeah, I do have a creative mind. And then I got a little bottle and another little bottle. So I picked up a few little ones because usually I go for big ones for projects, but I'm really liking adding these onto projects. And then I picked up this cheese box. Oh, I probably need to flip you again. Hang on. I need to flip you again. Where's that flipper? There it is. Borden's cheese, but look what a great box it is. And it's got stuff. Oh yeah, it's all the way around writing. So no matter how you put it, it's all the way around. And if you need it just as a riser, You can't put it upside down because the words are upside down, but you would just cut like a piece of cardboard, something that would fit, not a postcard, but you know, something that would fit on top, and then you can use it as a displayer for your stuff, and it would be a nice riser. Of course, you need your greenery, but you know, you make it work. You make it work. So yeah, so always think risers, but we thought this would be a cute one for me to do some greenery in, because you saw all the greenery I have. I'm going to flip you back. I really, now what do I do? Down. Okay. I really need to get rid of some of my chopped up greenery, not my stuff on my website, per se. Okay. Then I found this book, Sleeping Beauty, and it's a mess, but I loved the writing. Of course, there are some cute pictures in here, but look at the writing. I'm going to get you closer so you guys can see. Look how big the writing is. I know you can't read it because it's backwards. I'm not going to flip you again. You get the idea. But the fonts change in this book. I'm pretty sure. Maybe it was the other book. Oh, maybe it was the other book. I think it was. No. Yeah, they change a little bit, as you can see. And the pictures are actually awesome in this as well. So, yeah, like what a great, you know, crafting page. Like if you work this, maybe ripped your edges, which I hate to do when they're all browned like this, because they're browned really well. See how browned? I hate to cut them when they're brown. And then you put, you know, a girl over it. Like, look, now we're going places. And then we add the zippers or the whatever. A zipper would be good. Let's see. Let's just try one. You know, look. Oh my gosh. See? And it just kind of happens. It just starts happening. So, but you need all this junk. Like, my, you know, you need all, you guys saw all my drawers and stuff. If you didn't, I did a video of all my rooms here just like a day or two ago. Just scroll back and you'll see I've been trying to mindfully title these things so when you're searching you can see, you know, not join me for some fun, you know. I say shopping haul, I say making a greenery swag, or whatever it is, sharing my craft room, whatever it is, so that when you guys are searching you can, it'll be easier. So I've been mindful of that here at the beginning of the month and trying to keep it short and sweet for you. Most of them, sometimes, obviously I'm chatty, so sometimes oh my gosh, there's 100 people watching me. I gotta go now. I never look at that number till the end. So, you have a grade 1 primer from 1924 that I'm teaching my grandson. Oh, wow, Gail. That's cool. Hey, Donna. I'm so glad, Becca. I'm so glad you guys joined. What year is this book? I don't know, and I don't know if it's all intact. 1905. Look at her sleeping. And it's the Sleeping Beauty. Oh my gosh, like I just love it. So this book, I know there's book lovers out there. You know, look, I'm not gonna save that. I'm just not. So I'm gonna craft with it for sure. You have an old Cinderella book. Oh, I love them. Yeah, that's so cool, Gail. So anyway, you guys, I'm gonna go, you know, visit with my husband. We were supposed to maybe go see Millie, but I'm sure she's gonna get ready for bed. It's 9:15, so I'm sure she's probably ready for bed. And I kind of wanted to do this so in the morning I can start cleaning off my table or whatever. You got the adhesive spray? Oh, good. Good, Janet. You know, use it on paper, use it on fabrics. You know, and listen, if you put it down and it doesn't stick, like, you know, if you try like the zippers or the tape measure and it doesn't, well, this, I mean, the tape measure would do great. The zippers will do great. Doilies do great. These papers, I wouldn't do anything metal. It even works with fabrics. So like, you know, you could put this down. This might be a little heavy. This might be a little heavy. And you don't want to get that spray all over the back. So I would probably do a hot glue or gosh, the glue line is ridiculous. But I'd probably go for tacky glue on that knee. I don't know. I'm not a glue. There's fabric glues too. But yeah. So anyway, you guys got any questions or whatever, post them in the comments. I will answer you. I'm not answering everybody because I'm only allowed to do 100 a day, and I've got people commenting on replays too. So I try to limit my. I used to talk back, and then I'd get in trouble. So I try to just like it, love it, so I've been there. So, oh yeah, loved your job. Oh, that's awesome. Good. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching, and have a great night. Bye bye.